What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy Will is blessed in the place to be, and I have a phenomenal queen on the line, man. I'm super excited for her to be here and rocking with us today. I'm taking time out of her day, but man, this is going to be a great live, phenomenal live, and I'm just so excited to hear from the queen. Queen, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing. The weather is a little on the gloomy side, but other than that, I'm good. How are you feeling?
Man, just the way she just started off, I'm like, man, hold up. Sound like you 32. I'm like, hold up, let's go. And so real quick, I'm blessed, highly favored. Just want to say that.
Amen.
For you right now, right? Like, I know you're 17. Like, what? Tell the people what you got going on right now. Like, let's talk.
So currently, I recently graduated Hillcrest High School as an early graduate. I've been working on that for about 3 years now. Yeah.
Just recently. This is even more amazing. Wow. Okay. And so for you, right, like what, like in your mind, right, like what's the future holds for you? Like, what are you looking to accomplish? What are your dreams? What's your aspiration? What's your goals? Like at the end, like when it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered for? Talk to the people.
When it's all said and done, I know that I want to be remembered for healing kids. I have had like a really big passion for working with children. And I kind of figured out I wanted to work with kids, I want to say my 6th or 7th grade year. And I had the chance to volunteer at Vacation Bible School. And normally I was telling my godmom, like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm okay. And she's telling me like, no, I feel like this would be a great opportunity for you. I want you to get involved with the kids, plan the activities, go on field trips with them. I was like, okay, I digress. So I did it and I had the ball of my life. And I ended up becoming a teacher when I was supposed to be an assistant because the kids loved me so much. And I just had the time of my life. I was planning activities, we were playing games, I was saying goodbye to their parents. But I also realized a lot of those kids came to me with deeper issues that they didn't talk about with their parents. And they would sit on my laps and they would get to talking to me about, games and TV shows and whatever was going on in their head. And then it just get real sad. And I'd be like, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, but I can't tell mom or dad because they might get upset at me. And it just kind of made me remembered how when I was a kid, I didn't express my emotions to my parents because I automatically assumed that their reaction would have been negative. So now I got to thinking like a lot of children don't talk about how they feel, especially to parents. And so I was already in the psychology kind of field with that. And I was really, really, really interested in how the brain works, how emotions work, how people grow up through trauma with emotions. And I had seen that movie Flatline, I want to say, with the neuroscience students who were operating on the brain and how like activity moves after the brain has been with oxygen for so long. And I sat there in the theater and I was like, I could do this the rest of my life. I could figure out what goes on in people's brains, what parts, light up when they talk about this, when they talk about that, what truly excites them and motivates them, but what part of their brain can we pinpoint lights up because of that? So that's when I got into neuroscience and I started to kind of link the two between, okay, psychology does this, neuroscience does this, kids' trauma is in the middle of this. How do we branch all of those together? And now that's where I'm at, where I want to study, become a neuropsychologist, as well as study herbalism, because I feel like it's time for us as Black people to go back to our roots, to help heal each other from within. So herbalism and medicine, they really go hand in hand. And when you tie it all together, you get the perfect plan.
There's no way this queen is 17. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm speechless right now. Like, I really am. Like, this is so amazing. And just like your drive, your dedication, and just really trying to help humanity heal and, become better, right? And just display that love. And so let me ask you this, right? I know, the last time we talked, a little bit, and you was talking about entrepreneurship. Talk to me about that.
So I was introduced into that world at a very, very young age. My dad was an entrepreneur. My mom's an entrepreneur. I had aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody in the world in my family was an entrepreneur. So I was really like 4 years old, rocking everybody's clothing brands. My dad, I draw. So every idea I drew, he would put on a t-shirt. and be like, okay, this is going to be your thing. We're going to market this. We're going to sell this. I sold duct tape, wallets. I learned how to make cards because people wanted cards. So I did it and I got money out of it. Yeah, I've been in this world for a very long time. My parents could say one thing, they taught me. If it's one thing about Mica, she not going to not have a job. I don't have to work for nobody, but if I have a talent, my parents taught me about profit margins, how to maximize stuff. They was like, look, you sell it for this, you flip it for this, you put that back into business, and this is your profit at the end of the day. This is what you make it out of all of this. I was like, word, I could do this with I was doing people's homework. I don't look making money on the side. Just tell my parents I got it when we go out to eat. And it was like, girl, we going to Vegas. I was like, I don't care. I save my money.
Yo, this queen right here, like your mindset is ridiculous. Like, do you not understand how many grown folk don't even understand what you're saying at the age of 17 right now? Like, they don't. No, I'm dead serious. Like, I've come across some people to where it's just like they're more focused on, oh my God, it costs too much, or life is in the way, and we get it, right? Life is going to be in the way. Life is going to hit you in the mouth, but you have two options: either surrender or keep fighting, right? And so, for you, and you from Chicago, right? You already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know. And so, let me ask you this question: when you think about entrepreneurship, what comes to your mind?
Oh, my parents. For sure. Because my parents were the ideal picture in my eyes for drive. Like, the people they put me around and surrounded me with, it really showed me, like, at a young age, I could do this. I could really do this. Like, my parents never sat there and was telling me, you're 8, you can't think like that, or you shouldn't be talking about this, or you shouldn't be learning this. They sat with me, they asked me why I wanted to learn the situation, the question, whatever the case may be, cool. And they always gave me the money to do whatever I wanted to get into. Like, if I wanted to wake up one day, like, I'm going to be an artist, they bought me an art easel. If I want to be a crime scene investigator, they would go, give me all the tools I need to be a crime scene investigator and let me be obsessed with it for 2 weeks and then never remember anything else after that. Like, they let me explore every creative avenue I had. So then that way, when I got older, I could sit back and say, I got all these skills that can make me money because they let me do that. They let me explore things I like, things I didn't like, things that even though I didn't want to stick through with them, I had to because I said I was going to do it. Yeah. They definitely hold champion in my heart for that.
Wow. That is so beautiful because, I always tell people, there's nothing wrong with working a job, but always understand this. You cannot pass down somebody else's business to your children. And so what your parents already embedded in you was basically learn how to hunt for yourself, build for yourself, and make a big impact in this world. You know what I'm saying? And so I can tell like how you light up about your parents and stuff and the stuff that they instilled in you, that it's very dear to your heart, as it should be for sure. But 17. Okay, so let's get to this part. Shout out to Shay. Your mentor is watching right now.
Big shout out.
Yes. And so Shay hit me up, and Shay, we was talking and stuff like that. And literally it was crazy. I think it was I know it was last week. I don't know what day it was, but I seen like something pop in, as an investment. I was like, who this? I can't find this person nowhere. And then Shay was like, oh, just want to let you know my mentee's there. I said, your mentee? I said, well, I'm thinking that she's going to say like, oh, they're 31. She's only 17. I said, what? Hold up. 17? She said, yeah. I said, okay, well, let's see what we can do and see how we can bless her and stuff. And so I want you to tell the people right now that are listening, what made you say, yo, I need to get in this class. I need to make an investment in myself. What was the step-by-step mindset for that?
I definitely, since, gaining a new mentor, I have realized how important it is to invest in your education. Like, I have bought so many new books based off of changing your mindset, how to look at wealth differently, how to run yourself differently. So when she sent me her page, I resonated. I was like, everything you're saying hits. The way you talk, the way you convey yourself, that you're sitting here and you want this message to go out to people because you care. I was like, that's different because, you know, a lot of people do this out of money, out of, oh, I'm doing this because I'm getting something back, but you're doing this just because you want people to hear it, because you know it's something that has to be said. And I was sitting there like, and when Shay was just telling me about all the things she was learning from you, and I was just really going through all your pages, like sitting there listening to the podcast with you guys, which was amazing. I actually listened to it this morning, you know, slight plug, that podcast episode. Yeah, definitely was a good one. So your overall mindset and your mission and Shay's kind of really was just like, okay, this is something, and this is somebody that I truly see myself learning from instead of just sitting here paying for it, being bored. No, like I actively love enjoying and learning about this stuff consistently. Like next one, I'm there.
Oh, and Shay's in the comments. Shay said it was on my birthday. So you did it on my birthday, dog. As a birthday. Listen, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something special for you. And we're gonna do something special for you. But I'm just like in awe. I'm really lost for words. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. Like I'm real serious about that. Like I'm just like, it's very rare that you have young people bet on themselves. Most people are like, yo, let me get a pair of Jordans or let me go get something to eat. You're like, nope. I know that the investments that I make today will allow me to eat what I want to eat, buy what I want to buy, drive what I want to drive, live where I want to live. If I start young, if I start now, I don't have to get it right later, you know? Yeah. And I was at a high school and I spoke to some students and I told them that exact thing. And one of the things that I told them, Queen, was that what fuels you drives you. And so it's very clear what fuels you is your family, entrepreneurship, and succeeding. And so what would you say to somebody, because I mean, I'm just still shocked because adults be trying to fight with me like, oh, 97 is too much. I'm like, what? 27 is too much. What? And this crazy thing about it is you could have got general admission. You said, no, I'm going VIP. I said, whoa. And so it's just like, wow. So what would you say to somebody who's on the fence of investing in themselves? Like, what would you say to them?
Ooh, I would say just do it. And that's very hard because I'm one of those people who I list the pros and cons of everything. In my mind, I'm like, if it's this much, I got to get this out of it. But if it's this and I got to do this, when it comes to learning and redoing your entire mindset, that's not something that you can be on the fence about. That's kind of like all in or nothing, because you're willingly sitting there like, okay, I have to do better and I'm going to take the necessary steps to be better. But when you sit there like, maybe I should sit in the gray and I'm still going to wake up late and never ever talk to other people and I'm going to sit here scared, the more you allow that fear and that what if mindset to like really sit there and consume you and just basically cloud your entire consciousness, you're never going to take the step forward. Like you can have an amazing business plan, you can have an amazing team, you can have it all laid out. But if you yourself, which is the mechanism to start it, you're not, finally tuned, well oiled, you're not going anywhere. You're going to be stuck forever until you get out of that. And I'm telling people, don't get stuck in that, because I have been stuck. I'm very open about mental health because I'm somebody who struggled with it. And I have been stuck like that. And it's still a process to get out of it. But don't just sit there stuck because you feel like nobody else understands or you can't get out of it or you can't get through it. Because I think you promised you at 17, I could tell my friends or I can talk to adults like, I've probably been through what you've been through and you don't even know that.
Right.
But I can talk to you about it and I can let you know that somebody sympathizes. I understand. I have compassion within me to talk to you. And I'm not going to sit there and brush it off like I don't care. So if you sit there and tell me I'm stuck and I don't know how to invest, I will help you do that. Say something, really.
Listen, I was just gonna do this live, but I'm gonna put this on my podcast, this whole episode. Like,
wow.
Yeah, hey Shay, sound the alarm. We're putting this on the podcast. Like, yeah, we're gonna put this on the podcast because this is just like, and I have a heart for young people. Like, I want the young people to win. And one thing I love about y'all millennials, y'all don't take no bull crap. Don't tell me that I can't be an entrepreneur just because you work. You can work. I'm gonna go get the bag. You feel me? I love like the fire that's lit in y'all, and I'm just like, yo, like, don't stop, man. Like, I'm proud of you, for real. And I mean, shout out to Shay, man. Like, oh my God, like for you to make that investment on the birthday, I already told Shay this past week, I said, I got to do something special for you. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something that's going to be like, wow, like, oh my God. Like, okay, cool. Let's end with this, right? What would be your closing remarks to anybody who feels like they're an underdog and feels that they're not being seen as somebody who's being valued, or they're doing a lot of work, they feel like they're not getting recognized? What would be your words to that individual?
I would say take a break. And I advise that to everybody around me all the time. Take a break. Because I'm that friend who misses birthday parties because I got to go to work and I have to be at class at 8 a.m. in the morning. Because last summer I was actually in summer school to take a class to graduate early and in a college class to get my prereqs done for school. So I was managing 2 classes around 6 hours a day. Then I had to go work 1 to 10 at Walmart on a stocking team. And if you know those trucks on your body every day, then I got to get up and go to class. I was ripping and running like that. I was class president. I was in sports. I was doing everything in the world for about 3 years. And then I finally just sat here after I graduated. It was like, I need to sit. I need to take a break, and I need to literally reassess everything around me and revamp my entire style, because I'm just running right now. I'm not sure what the end goal is. I know at least like, okay, when I graduate. But I kind of just sat there like, I don't know what I'm going to do for school. I don't know what I want for the rest of my life. Things are looking a little bit gloomy right now. I don't know. The workforce, why are they asking us about the workforce? Texas, you bring this up senior year. You could have taught this as freshmen. Like, so many things were going on at once. And it kind of just made me realize that a lot of kids don't have the necessary goal to see like, okay, I have to slow down. Because when you get to your senior year, it's just all gas, no break. It's you have to get this. You got to get your FAFSA. Did you pay your admissions fee? Like, it's so much happening and so little time, and nobody gets any breaks to kind of just sit there and be like, wait, I just graduated from 12 years of being a kid, and now I'm on my own in college. And by the time they realize that, they've already been out of it for so long, it's like, how much time have I wasted because I was running? So I tell people, when I sat there and I was like, I feel like I'm not getting this, or I feel like as if I'm not doing enough for myself, I sat and I appreciated how far that running got me, but also to realize like, this isn't going to keep working. The methods that you're going at, you're going to burn yourself out because you think if I keep running, I'm going to hit that end goal. Take a breather, take a break. Your goal will still be there. Just reassess how you attack that goal, because you can attack it half sleep. You can attack it running off coffee and monsters and energy drinks, and now your diet's out of whack. So now you're tired and you get the itis, and the itis hits you. Yeah, now you can't do nothing. How you chasing a goal and you sitting, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get up. Take a break. Work on you before you work on the business. It's the only way you can do that.
God dang. Oh my God. Hey, y'all hear, Shay, do you hear your mentee spitting bars? Yo, she just went in. My boy Shamark is kind of like, yo, you just literally changed somebody's life just off of that. Like, you hit me. I'm like, wow. She said, take a break. You ain't got no business running a business when you burnt out. She ain't lying, y'all. Y'all better listen to her. I'm trying to tell you, she is gonna be a millionaire. She's gonna be not a million, multi-millionaire. Because she is out here spitting heavy game. Well, that is it. Listen, y'all, make sure y'all connect. Where can they find you at? Where can they connect with you at?
You can find me at Miss Mica Key, MSMICAKEY on Instagram, Mica Key on Facebook, and that's all I'm really active on as of right now. I'm relaunching my socials to kind of bring out the speaker side of me that people don't really know, because I am actually quiet, y'all.
Ooh, yeah. Well, you already know that last couple minutes she was spitting bars, so she dangerous. I already know. But listen, y'all, man, don't live just to exist, live to be remembered. Be great because you are great. Let's get it. Let's grow. Let's be great. Peace.
Yes, sir.